In the top stories, final wave of music festival artists announced. High expectations ahead of Brazil president's visit to China, and U.S. president calls on Northern Ireland's leaders to compromise. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, the 13th of April 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, the final wave of artists for the June 2023 St. Kitts Music Festival has been released. The announcement was made at a press conference on Thursday at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. The performers are Akayu Suite, Collision Band Teflon, Small Axe Band, Statics, Erica Edwards, Anthony B, Romaine Virgo, TJ, Nietzsche B, 313 Family, Mr. Bagnall, Kess the Band, Nyla Blackman, Preedy, Gramps Morgan, New Vibes Band, Ricardo Drew, Dexter Daps, and Burna Boy. Concerts are scheduled to begin at 7 o'clock nightly, and tickets cost 135 EC dollars or $50 US. They're available at stkittsmusicfestival.com. According to the organizers, surrounding the 25th anniversary of the festival will be a week of fringe events from June 17 to 25. More details on this will be announced later. Organizers also said that this year the music festival would be a cannabis-friendly event. Minister Marsha Henderson, the Minister of Tourism, said that discussions with the Attorney General and security forces are ongoing. This will be a pilot project for the government's introduction into cannabis tourism. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew will join other CARICOM heads and representatives from Latin America and the United States in Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday, 16th of April for a regional symposium on crime and violence as a public health issue, the Crime Challenge. The event will be held under the theme, "None of us is safe until all of us are safe," and it's being hosted by the government of Trinidad and Tobago to address the issue of crime and its impact on the region's public health system. The symposium follows the recently held 44th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government in February in Nassau, Bahamas. Some of the areas to be addressed include crime and violence, their link to public health challenges, and related issues in the areas of mental health, education, youth, and best practices. Prime Minister Drew currently serves in the CARICOM Quasi-Cabinet and has responsibility for human resource development, health, and HIV/AIDS, and will deliver his remarks in that capacity. This two-day event is scheduled for April 17 to 18 at the Hyatt Regency Trinidad in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. It runs from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. The Prime Minister's delegation includes Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, Naima Hazel, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, Cecile Hull, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sharon Archibald, and Advisor to the Ministry of Health, Dr. Patrick Martin. As the Nevis Island administration advances its agenda of job creation and economic diversification, Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley is urging persons to seize opportunities for employment as they become available. Over the past few months, the Concerned Citizens Movement-led administration has attracted 2 private companies to set up operations on the island. The 2 contact centers will operate at the facilities that previously housed the Brown Hill Communications call center, and collectively will be employing 65 persons at startup, scaling up to more than 300 persons over time. Meanwhile, the construction sector is said to remain buoyant, providing jobs for persons across many trade professions. The government also expects that the Nevis geothermal project coming on stream will open up new avenues for employment for locals in non-traditional fields. According to a statement from the NIA, Nevis recorded overall job growth of some 6.2% as at December of last year, an achievement the Premier said the NIA aspires to build on going forward. Moving now to news on the regional scene. The President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, arrived on Wednesday in Shanghai in West China, where he'll begin a 3-day visit that will carry out several official activities. More in this Telesur report.
After a week delay due to a case of bronchial pneumonia, Brazil's President Lula has finally arrived in the city of Shanghai in China, where he was greeted at the airport by former Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff. Tomorrow he's going to go to her official inauguration ceremony as the new president of the New Development Bank, or BRICS Bank as it's commonly called. The Chinese government has expressed satisfaction with Lula's nomination of Rousseff as bank president. The Brazilian delegation is arriving